And good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason over here at Signature Esports. It's a pleasure to be with you once again for the round of 16 with the Signature NASCAR Cup Series of the SECS Championship Run. Round one's going to be at Bristol, two races in the round of 16. And I tell you what, it is shaking up. Mario Miranda, the regular season champion, current points leader for the round of 16. Bunch of guys involved in it. Good to see you all out there. Thank you to Created by Kristina. This is going to be the Created by Kristina Bristol 400 laps is what we're going to run tomorrow. We expect driving, some plow through cautions, and just a whole bunch of fun. You see Dan Valley running around with the top 16 right now, and everybody trying to get the feel for the track conditions. We're going to go over that right now. The track conditions right here, 70 degrees for Bristol Motor Speedway, the last great coliseum in the NASCAR circuit. Half-mile track, 200 miles is what they're going to run tomorrow. Track temperature right now, 101 degrees right here in the afternoon temperature. Race 1, of course, of the round of 16. For the round of 12, round of 8, and then the championship race. Instead, Miami Speedway. Of course, all of your overlays and everything brought to you by KSDT CPA. Check out America's top tax firm, voted by Forbes for 2020. SETV on Roku, and of course, checking out all of our sponsors out there. Of course, and always, we enjoy what they do and how they do it for us. Let's take a look at our championship grid right there. The Signature NASCAR Series Championship standings. Mario Miranda atop of the list right there with Wayne Lowe in second, Brandon Banks, Joe Sanchez, and Jack Webb in your top 5 in the standings. We have Josh Klinger out there. There's Zach Rinker, Chris Bates, Ken MacArthur, Michael Newbrow, Matt Jorgensen, Matt Roberts, Dan Fowley, Jake Elrod, Shane Wyatt, and Jesse Priest. Of the points have reset for the championship series, but all the drivers are in here not only to win a championship, but at the same time, they are here to win some cold hard cash. Race winner and the biggest mover, they win a little bit of money each and every week. So that's why you're seeing a big old full field. Session's going to end. Qualifying's about to begin, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun as you're going to start seeing these guys reset right here. Qualifying mode is set. Get busy for us. We're going to start seeing the first cars. All the cars are going to start loading in. The first car is going to come out, and we're going to have a whole lot of fun. Good to see everybody out there. Continue to tune in each and every week. Qualifying is always the best way to get the drama started. Who's going to earn the pole position? Who's going to get those extra bonus points? And who's going to win at Bristol and win their way into the championship 12? It's still a win and you're in, so a guaranteed spot for a championship contender to win their way in there. Big thank you to all of the staff and support groups that help put everybody in here. Race controller going on right now. That's going to be Mr. Cody Kinsey. He is the man himself out there. And whenever he is ready to go, we are going to let them get out there and have a little bit of fun. Waiting for that first car to hit pit road, and yeah, it's going to be what we do. Comes that first car down to make a stop at the end of pit road. Josh Klinger is going to be out there ready to rock and roll. Josh Klinger, UNC student at the Visine car. Black Horse Auto Transport, OCR driver, and in the hearts and minds of us all. The number 17, the OCR driver, he is out there to complete his hot lap. So what they're going to do is they're going to complete a hot lap, get up to speed, run 2 qualifying laps and a cool down lap, come on to pit road, and they're going to release the next driver. And it's going to be a whole lot of fun. That is for sure. Don Conklin said this will be interesting. Haven't gotten much practice this week because of the flu, but let's go get a win. Klinger's first lap for him, as qualifying is going to be very, very fast. 14.791 for Josh Klinger. Second lap for him. Coming around just a little bit off 14.9. Now you're going to see him slow down and on pit road. Next driver is going to get ready to go. Pit lane busy already. Michael Woolley. He's going to be out there, the number 13. Dark Horse Racing. The Midwest Maniac himself. Josh Klinger has the highest time right now. That's going to be it right there. 14.791 for Josh Klinger. There is Michael Woolley and the Rocket Machine. Speed. First lap from Michael Woolley as he comes around. You're going to see him jump in the mix of things. 14.737 on the first lap from Michael Woolley, using the mid-line right here, trying to keep it as clean as possible. Some of the faster lines around here are a mid to high line you're going to see in the race. No doubt that these guys are going to be 14.747 for the second lap for Michael Woolley, but no doubt you're going to see a lot of high line runs. Roswell Harlow, the fourth, there is the number 65. He is going to be driving that Ford Mustang. First race was with the last race of the regular season. That's going to be the Talladega. So we're going to see what he does on short tracks. Is Roswell Harlow, the GME number 65. He's going to be out there as well. Trying to qualify his way in. E-class driver with almost a 3,000 I rating, 28.887. Work his way in from the Wheeling and Truck Series up into the Cup Series, and he's going to fill a position. Getting up to speed. Hot lap is complete. First lap underway for Roswell Harlow. Third driver in qualifying for the Created by Kristina. Created by Kristina Bristol 400. Roswell Harlow's first lap, 14.785. No doubt trying to get himself as close to the front of the line as possible. Bottom left-hand corner of your screen, you're going to see a relative right there. And that relative is going to show you whether or not, if it's in pink, that means they're faster in their sector than the current leader. And you see Roswell Harlow putting himself there on top of the board with a 14.732. The number 70 of Chris Progar, he is there. There to complete his hot lap. There is the number 70. Himself some justice coming around the Burnt Rubber Podcast. Ford Mustang out there to complete his hot lap. Roswell Harlow on top of the board right now. Progar there using a mid line. Easing up on the backstretch there. He is into turn 3 and turn 4. Dashboard style, 141 going into the corner right there. These things are super, super, super fast. But because of the temperature, it does get super loose as well. So definitely going to be interesting to see them run 400 laps tomorrow. 15.109 for Progar. Gets a little bit loose. Is his lap going to count? It's going to count. Fastest lap, though, was his first lap. 15.109 for Mr. Progar. Now pit lane. Still as busy as all get out. There is number 51, Bradley Jacob Dunson, Alabama's finest. He's going to be driving the Youngdong Korean Barbecue Chevy Camaro, that number 51. You saw him last week. Youngdong Korean Barbecue, of course, one of the sponsors of everything that we have done here. Very, very fantastic company. If you're ever down there in Valley, Alabama, go and check that out. The number 51 there to complete his line. Hot lap complete. First lap underway. Thank you to all of our broadcast sponsors, 46branding.com, Drinking Bros Racing, and, of course, Splash and Go Racing. We have Burnt Rubber Podcast for the Wheeling Modified Series. 14.928 for the first lap for Bradley Jacob Dunson. P4 on the board. Now, second lap complete. 14.931, so his first lap is going to be the one that counts. Slow down to pit road. Guys are awfully gutsy to come off pit road and slow down to get in there. They have a whole lap to cool down and do it. Zach Camella, WME Racing, the number 39 is going to come off pit road next. So we're going to see him come out and try to complete his laps. Got to hit the pit road exit, which is that blue line right there. There he goes. He is off like a prom dress, ready to go. Thanking everybody out there on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Make sure you give us a like, subscribe, and share. We're at 912 followers on Facebook. Once we get to 1,000th follower is going to get a care package from us over here at Signature Esports T-shirt, coffee mug, a whole lot of goodies, and we just want to appreciate everybody what everybody does for us. 15.074 for Camella, number 39, currently good for P5 as we continue around qualifying. This is the sixth driver of the series. We have 41 drivers total. Camella completes the second lap, good for a 15.083, and gets hard on the brakes right there. Has a whole lap to complete before they do that, so make sure that utilize that cool down lap. That would be the best situation for all of us. Jesse Priest, 16th in the point standings right now. There is the number 33. He's coming off pit road. Prestige Worldwide, or Prestige Worldwide, however you want to call it. Digging the Halloween makeup hands out there. Pit road's getting busy. Priest gets the 33 up. Speed gets a little bit loose on the exit of 4, but no doubt trying to hold on to it as much as possible. Driving that Chevrolet all the way around. Currently trying to get that. Ooh, gets up, gets loose, gets into the wall. 32.107. That lap's not going to count. Next lap underway. Just get into it. My mic's a bit in and out. I appreciate you. Thank you very much for all of that. I know that we've had some new technical difficulties. 17.558 for Priest as he comes in and no doubt trying to get that timing down just right. There is the 86 Douglas Carlson coming off pit road. There is another driver that we have seen in and out of the Drinking Bros Racing. Carlson is a Navy veteran that has turned vet. Sent Chevy up to speed, and we're going to start seeing that track become a little bit more slick. The air temperature at the standard 70 degrees that we usually run, the track temperature is going to cool off, and we're going to start seeing those marbles take effect. The 86 out there to run hot laps. 14.732 is the time to beat Douglas Carlson out there to complete the second lap. I think he might have touched, and that is why he didn't get the credit for that lap. Coming around a turn 4 across the start-finish line, 15.124 for Douglas Carlson. And we're going to see what he does here. I believe this might be his second lap because things did change a little bit. I'm apparently wrong. I don't mind being wrong. Eric Schaefer, the number 3, another Drinking Bros Racing driver driving that Chevy Camaro. He's coming off pit road. There is out there trying to get those tires a little bit warmed up. That Chevy Camaro, the Wild Turkey all over it. Midline run, you see the tires. Not very much lappage put down. They did have a big practice right before it. That did carry over. But that can either hurt or save your car. Eric Schaefer out there to complete his laps. First lap for him as he comes across quite nicely. 14.756. Trying to chase down that 14.732. It's got to be extra fast right here as he comes around turn 4. Across the front stretch. Be a little bit slower, it looks like. 14.840, but good for P3 in the session as Harlow and Woolley still hold the top 2 times, and then Schaefer right there in third. Pit lane still busy. There's the 25, Lawson Peel. Lawson was on vacation last week, and Was in the top standings in points, but he missed one of the cutoff remarks. It is a win and you're in, just like it is in NASCAR, but there's also a minimum that you have to race, and he was just one shy of the qualifying requirement to race for a championship, but no doubt good enough to be up there and compete. He was second in points before he went on vacation. There's the number 25 of Lawson Peel coming around. First lap for him. 14.882 gets up into the wall. Second lap not going to count, so he's going to have to settle for the 14.882. That wall, I tell you what, it's not very fun and not very fair. Second lap not going to count for Mr. 25 of Lawson Peel. 14.882 is what he's going to have to settle with. And I tell you what, we are just flying through the roster. There's the number 89 of CJ Munier. It's good to see him back out there again. There's Lawson Peel cooling down. There is the Rowdy Motorsports number 89 out there to have a little bit of fun and try to compete for a race win right here. Thoroughly enjoy seeing this guy drive. CCM. Going to kick butt and take names and have a whole lot of fun. Speaking of fun, make sure that if you are in the need of a hoodie for this season, it's starting to cool down here. I know what it is here. Go to 46branding.com. Put in Racer20 for your promo code. Order over $30, get you a 10% off. And it's a great little company to be involved in. Of course, Created by Kristina is our sponsor for the Bristol race, and also Racer20 at checkout. There's a link in the comments, and I believe in the description. The 89 of CJ Munier puts in a 15.091. Going to cool down and come to pit road. We're going to continue to move on. The number 10 of Chris Bates still has my favorite. Crew chief, Jim the Donkey. Gotta love it out there. There is the number 10 of Chris Bates coming around. He's going to complete his hot lap here in just a moment. It's you got to get up to speed in a very short amount of time, but no doubt very capable of doing it. Currently in a great place. While we continue to get things underway, make sure that you go to our sponsor, Created by Kristina. You see her right there on Etsy. That's going to be a great opportunity for you to get some awesome handmade crafts out there. Chris Bates still around there. His first lap, 14.877. He's there to try to compete for a pole as now the 10 comes out. It's his marker. What does he end up as he comes around? Still right about the same time. Fastest lap for him, 14.850 for the number 10 Monster Energy Chevy. Pit lane still busy. There is another young man coming out. Brian Dublé, the double trouble. We see him all the time in the signature eNASCAR Truck Series. He's out here to compete for a whole lot of fun. Bristol is one of the tracks that he wanted to run, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun for him to get out there and get himself warmed up with some of the drivers that he is familiar with getting around. There is the 00, Brian Dublé. Backstretch run, first lap about to be complete. He's got 2 to do it. Carrying good speed up to 130, 140, 142, 15.645 for him right there. Now just trying to compete, trying to be out there, be cautious, be careful. Front stretch run for him. What's his second lap going to be as he comes across the line? 15.393. Good for P12 in a session so far. Coming up next is going to be Tony Kivitt. The number 4, Jack and Coke. Drinking Bros Racing Chevy Camaro, having fun and doing what they do. Thank you for the follows out there. Thank you for all of that as well. Tony Kivitt coming across the line, gaining the speed. Tony Kivitt just outside the marker for the championship, but no doubt still here to... Oh, got a little bit loose, got up into the wall right there, so that was... First lap doesn't count, but the second lap still can count as he gets into the corner just a little bit. There goes the number 4. Pressure, they say that pressure here with single qualifying like this kind of adds up and eats at them a little bit. But no doubt these guys are still professional when it comes to getting out there and doing what they do. Lap time for Tony Kivitt, good for P12 in a session, 15.293. And pit road still getting busy. Waiting for the next driver to pull on the circuit as we are through 14 drivers. Like Mark Harris, the number 21. Fine young man out there to compete. Have a whole lot of OCR driving. Running this super high line, diving off the corner onto turn 2. His first lap is being completed right here of the qualifying session. You're going to see him come across the line. Good lap for him right there. 14.902. Good for P7 so far. And we're going to see how he turns this next lap. He's running pretty much the similar lines that everybody else does. The track is definitely cooling down. Second lap for him, 14.815. Good for P5 in the session. So Harlow, Woolley, Schaefer, Klinger, and Harris. That's going to be your top 5 so far through 15 drivers. It's like the number, that might be the number 26. John Conklin, usually the 54. We got to get his number fixed. And some things where we needed to make sure that we took care of, and was in and out of the league very quickly, so we wanted to make sure that we get that fixed for him. However, the young man normally driving the 54, Sean Conklin, the 26, doing what he does best out there to drive and compete. He had the fastest lap in practice, and he is there now completing his first qualifying lap. Conklin up to a 14.822. Good for P6 so far. Can he crack the top 5? Can he earn his way to another pole? Or is he going to be just a little bit loose off the exit right there? But he does get a better time. He is 1/1000th of a second slower than P4. Good for P5 in the session as qualifying still continues to come around. Pit lane, still busy. 14, Jake Elrod, another championship hopeful in the top 16. Going to finish better than anybody out there. As you see Jake Elrod, the OCR driver, a couple of OCR drivers, 3 of them in the top 16. So the team, if we had a team championship for the Cup Series right now, that'd be very hopeful for him. Jake Elrod out there, hot lap complete, getting things underway. There is a 141 coming into turn number 3. Exit of turn 4, you see him right there. Front stretch run for him. Does very well in the trucks. Time for him, 14.952. We're going to see it separated by hundredths and thousandths of seconds. There is the 14 getting a huge run, using a good midline run right there. The 14 coming off the corner. It's a little bit loose, but no doubt still a great lap time right there. Looks like it's not going to count, though, because it's just a tad bit slower, 15.131. Good for P10, and no doubt waiting to see what he can do in the race tomorrow as we are waiting for our next qualifier to come out. Brantley Williams is going to come out. The number 6, driving the Bush paint scheme in the Ford. Have to stop and reset, I believe. It's single pit roads here, so there's one entrance and one exit. So he's going to have to stop and reset down to come around pit road and do it there. So we'll wait and do that, and make sure that you go out there and check out all of our sponsors. Thank you for all the new follows. We got Shills 8712, another Racer 36124, Burks Boy out there. Appreciate you. KOZ Dubstep, Lanebot 1. Thank you on Twitch, and then all the new follows on YouTube, and then on Facebook. You guys are absolutely amazing. Remember, 1,000 follows on Facebook, and I'll start sending some stuff around. Chris Massey, I see you out there sending us a message on Signature Esports. I will have someone get a hold of you real quick here in just a little bit. Season 2 for the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series is going to be in January 8th is when we're going to start that after the holidays. There goes Grant Williams. Hot lap complete, and he's getting up to speed, ready to get his 2 laps underway. That lap's not going to count, but we're going to see him right here. Here comes Grant into the mid-stretch. Good run for him. See him kicking butt and taking names. It's a nice little lap for him. 15.224. See if this one's going to be any better. He is screaming meaning all the way around. There is the number 6 driving the Busch Ford Mustang. Nice run for him. Let's see what his time turns in as he comes into it. 15.066 for the 11th place car of Grant Williams. So he has learned from the very first one. The number 31, Colin Zemer, this man right here. Waysar Science, Chevy, doing it justice. Follow this guy on Instagram. Some good posts he put out there. Also, Nathan Soren, you want to go follow him? I think it's NASCAR Nathan is his name out there. There's the 31 out there to complete his hot lap. Now we're going to see where he is at. 19th driver of the qualifying session. We are about halfway through what we're going to be doing here. Still waiting to see a lot of the top. Ooh, comes across the line. Ooh, first lap's going to count. Second lap will not count. There's the 15.091. I'm sorry, 15.745. Got a little bit loose. I'm telling you, that's the problems that they might have tomorrow, is not letting their tires get in and going a little bit too fast too early. So they do have an incident limit, and they do have a whole bunch of other stuff that they have to take care of. So second lap's not going to count, but he got a decent one in the first one. 15.745 for Zemer. He is right there in front of Priest, behind Brian Dublé. Pit lane still busy. You believe might be her 99 car, the 199 car. Mason flipping. Speaking of Mason writes for Signature Esports. Out there on signatureesports.com, or check out some of our Facebook posts. He puts a lot of information out there about what we do with the series and the season. There's the 199 Wolfpack Racing Chevy Camaro out there to try to qualify here. See what kind of time he's going to throw down. Tomorrow night, going to join us for Eric Schaefer. Don't know how you got so close to the wall and didn't touch it. I could join us tomorrow night at 8:20 Eastern. A little bit loose off the corner there for Mason flipping. There to try to do himself a little bit of justice. 15.120, and we're going to see that going as well. I believe RJ Justice might have missed him on the list, but I'm going to. Oh, no, RJ made it in. I'm glad RJ made it in. There's the 199. His lap, 15.191. Good for P15 in the session. And Matt Jorgensen, the number 80. Can't miss this car. There's that fine young man. He is one of playoff drivers as well. Matt Jorgensen usually runs the Air Force paint scheme. If you remember, it looks like a shark whenever it comes. Fantastic individual. Good to see him. Hot lap complete. He is out there to get his car running as fast as he can to be in contention with the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series Championship. Jorgensen's first lap going to count 14.834. Oh, gets up into the wall. Second lap, not there for him. They can wall scrape pretty much all they want in the race. It's just a little bit more difficult to do it in qualifying because it doesn't count. You're going to see him dive down and come off pit road, and it's going to be a lot of fun. RJ Justice, that Toyota Camry, is going to be up next. There goes that young man. He is in the 54. Driving the AutoZone Odang Racing Toyota Camry. Gets loose. Oh, no. Locked it down. Spun it around. But he still has an opportunity to complete some laps. So let's see what he can do with just a little bit of nose damage. So his hot lap's not going to count, which we know. Which it wouldn't count anyway. But he did spin it around. He got the thing running. 14.792. Good for P6. Jay Justice, very good. He's in the pink on his line. See what kind of line he's going to run coming around right here. It's going to be a little bit slower. Is he going to take that pole position? Does look like he got up into the wall. So the first lap is where it's going to be. 14.792 according to what you saw right there. But he was screaming around. He was going for broke there. Up next, Joe Sanchez, the 55 Series admin. Sherwin-Williams paint scheme all over that bad boy. There goes the Chevy. Trying to take that pole position away from Roswell Harlow. 14.732 is the number that's being chased. And the 55 of Joe Sanchez there. Trying to figure out how to do it. Track temperature is well cooled. Lap 1 complete on his run right there. 14.812. Being off the wall, diving down. What's the lap time going to be for Mr. Joe Sanchez? A little bit slower, so good for P7. See him dive down into pit road. Not to get himself black flag for speeding on pit road. Like Matt Roberts is on the field. He kind of went there. There's the number 11, Rowdy Motorsports, another team that has seen a lot of drivers into the playoffs. Of course, LOE or Lights Out Esports has a few drivers as well. Here's the 11. Matt Roberts has been very consistent throughout the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series. Joe Sanchez leading the top fives and the top tens with 6 top fives and 9 top tens. Mario Miranda right there just below him. Matt Roberts, 15.147 for his time right there. Matt Roberts has, in the Signature eNASCAR Series, 1 top 5, 2 top 10s, and now he has a qualifying time. Good for P20 with a 15.190. Let's take a look and who's going to be next. Pit lane getting busy. Dan Falley driving the SETV Chevy Camaro. Dan is a big proprietor and supporter out of Canada. This fine individual ready to go. He is probably got more Signature Esports Super Mario Joseph Miranda out there. Yeah, I do love his car. I like how he put that above his door. Hasn't qualified yet, but we're getting close to him. Dan Falley, the number 63, hot lap complete. .142 into the corner, keeping it off the wall. Front stretch run for him. Here he comes. Here's the number 63 of Dan Falley. First lap for him. Good for P15, 15.073. See if he can crack into the 14.8s. That'll put him up there where he can be contending with everybody. Next lap. 15.344 right there for him, but no doubt P15 do some work tomorrow, but he'll be there. We'll see Dan Falley competing tomorrow again, 8:20 Eastern. That's when the broadcast goes live. We're going to have a very nice broadcast. Kayla Williams, good to see you out there. But blame Cody Kinsey. That's okay. He's race controlling. He wanted some pot pie, didn't he? Joseph Mirinda out there. 6 poles for the season. Yeah, he does have the most poles. I was waiting to go over those stats, buddy. Waiting to go over those stats when he got out. Michael Newbrow out there, of course. Part of Drinkin' Bros Racing. Hot lap complete. First lap underway. As it stands, 15.906 there to try to compete with the best of them, earn him a little bit of cash in the long run. And he is in the playoffs. Playoff hopeful comes across the line. Going to make it across the line. 15.157, though he got loose at the very end, and now is going to back it up on pit road. At least he did it right there. Speaking of Miranda's, there he is. No pulled pork and ended up being a Walmart run. I can understand that one. The regular series, the signature eNASCAR regular series champion of Mario Miranda. There he is, current points leader in the playoffs due to his 5 poles and 2 wins. That man right there gets 15 extra bonus points for being in the playoff, or for being playoff eligible as well. The 99, very, very young, but has driving skill beyond his ages. Beyond his age. There's the 99. Quick Trip Toyota Camry out there putting his first lap down. 15.754. Trying to get that pole position. He is fast. Got to keep it off the wall. And he is there. I believe he got it. Like he did. Pole position. 14.648 for Mario Miranda. P1 in the session so far. He has bested Harlow by, my goodness, 1/100th of a second right there. So very, very good run for him right there. We still have a few drivers left to go. There is the 97 of Ken MacArthur. Rowdy Motorsports team owner. Taking names. Joseph says he got burgers on the grill there in Tulsa. I don't blame you, man. Burgers sound good. First sunshine we've had in quite a few days. 97 to Ken MacArthur. Hot lap complete, getting up to speed. Just trying to be consistent. The high line is the fast line here. If you can hold it off the wall, not touch it, that's for sure. Mario's been practicing that for quite a while. 97 of Ken MacArthur there to put down a good lap. 15.069. Midline run for him right there. Coming across the stripe right here, no doubt going to be right in tune, right in line. 15.069 is going to be the lap that's going to count. P16 in the session for Ken MacArthur. Another guy that we look to see go for the pole because they've been fast. The 27 DFR driver of Jack Webb, another playoff driver out there. Up to speed, has followed suit with the young man Miranda, so we're going to see what they do here. Webb up into the corner right there. Dives down, so he's going to go high to mid to high. Gets a little bit loose right there. First lap for Jack Webb. Good for P5. 14.790, carrying speed. Up high. Feather in, mid, high, stand off the wall. Jack Webb's lap time just a little bit slower, but good for P5 in the session. So Miranda, Harlow, Woolley, Schaefer, Webb, that's going to be your top 5. Currently, Klinger has now been relinquished of the top 5, but has P6 in the session. Brandon Banks, the Fanatec, dark chocolate, milk chocolate, Rowdy Motorsports, Trojan Condom, Manscaped 88, whatever you want to call it. Hot lap complete for this playoff driver. Now we're going to see the 30th driver of the session. He's going to be out there to complete his laps. There's the number 88 in the mix. Brandon Banks up high. Good lap form right there. 14.797. We're talking things are just thousandths of a second apart. 7th and 8th are tied for the time, but gets a little bit loose right there. His time still good for P9 in the session. Pit road getting busy. Shane Wyatt, ASDT, CPA, Rich Mar Flores, lights out Esport number 1. Wants Bristol to go a lot better than what happened last time. I don't blame him. Bristol was a great race toward the end, but I will tell you that we had to get through a couple of cautions, and that might happen tomorrow too. We might have to get through a few cautions before things start to settle in, and they put in the long green flag run. So definitely pay attention to that. The one of Shane Wyatt right there. Let's see what kind of lap he turns right here. Good for P16, 14.948. See if he can best it right here. Midline run. Needs the 14.7s. Lap form here. A little bit slower. 14.948. Good for P16 in the qualifying session. Pit lane still busy. And another Ford Mustang getting ready to come out. I believe that's Zach Rinker in the number 60. A little further back than what I'm normally used to. Zach Rinker driving a different type of car, LOE affiliate, lights out esports. There is the number 60 there to complete his overhead lap. Back to the static camera right here. Hot lap complete. Rinker is flying around this track. You're going to see that highline run right here and what they do, keeping off the wall, how close they get to the wall. You see him up there. Midline run. Zach Rinker has been fast at this track during practice. First lap for him, 14.771. Pushes Webb out of contention. Mario Mirinda still in the pole position right now. You're seeing Zach Rinker coming around. Oh, new pole. There's your new pole sitter. Oh, close to a new pole. I take that back. Very close to a pole. It went pink on me. I thought we had a new pole sitter. 14.724 for Zach Rinker, and that's going to put him in the outside pole position currently, P2. And now, Wayne Lowe. Coming off pit road, last driver to sit here and qualify. So he's going to be the 33rd driver out here. There is Wayne Lowe in the number 34. The FRL, or the Fast Lane Racing League, number 34. He is out there to compete for a championship as well in the standings. Wanted to go last, and we're definitely setting him up to do that. Staying off the wall, Wayne Lowe, first lap, 14.876. Does he have it? Last driver, can he knock Mirinda off of the pole as he's coming around? Doesn't look like he's going to have it, but he's going to be right there in the green. 14.876, good for P15 for the number 34. And that's how it's going to set for the time being until tomorrow evening. And I do believe that might be it. Does seem that way to me. There goes the number 34. All right, so let's take a look and see what our positions are going to be here as the qualifying round is about to just be set in stone. Mario Mirinda is going to be your pole sitter. Zach Rinker is going to be the outside pole. Roswell Harlow, Michael Woolley, Eric Schaefer, that's going to be your top 5. Jack Webb, Josh Klinger, Sean Conklin back in the mix. There is RJ Justice in 9th. And Brandon Banks going to line out your top 10. There is Joe Sanchez in 11th. Mark Harris, Jorgensen, Bates, Lowe, Peel, Dodson, Wyatt, Elrod, and Grant Williams in 20th. That's going to lock out your top 20 as it sits. We're going to go all the way down to 25 on the left-hand side of your screen. MacArthur, Fowley, Camella, there is Munier and Progar. Down to 30th, there's Mason Fliplin, Douglas Carlson, Roberts, Newbrow, Kivett, and, of course, all the way down to Jesse Priest is going to bring up the tail end of the field. Zemer, Dublé, and Kivett are going to start in front of it. Tomorrow night, 400 laps is what we're going to run, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Tune in at 8:20 Eastern. Don't do that to you, Jason. I appreciate you, Joe Miranda, out there, and all the Miranda family tuning in each and every week. Mario Miranda sits on the pole. He is your current points leader in the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series round of 16. Race 1 of 2 in the round of 16 starts tomorrow at 8:20 Eastern. Tune in live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Make sure you give us a like, subscribe. Go to Created by Kristina on Etsy. There's a link in the description and a link in the chat. Put in Racer20 for your promotional code there as well. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to everybody that continuously tunes in. It's going to be a whole lot of laps tomorrow. It's only 200 miles, though, so not necessarily the longest race that we're actually going to run, but it just seems like a lot because of the amount of laps. But have a great night, and we'll see you again very shortly. Congratulations to Mario Miranda on the pole, and we'll see you tomorrow night.